What is up, my beautiful souls? Today I'm here in Palm Springs, California, and we're gonna go through some deep yoga stretches. I'm out here in the desert in the heat, so it's nice to be able to like really have my body nice and loose. If you're not in the heat, if you're not outside, it's okay. Like, we can still vibe out. And I just want a little caveat. I've done like 10 takes trying to record this video, and I almost gave up. I was just like, the vibes aren't vibing today. The lighting's not right because I need to be in the shade because it's way too hot in that sun. The pool water started going, the crickets are cricketing, and it's just, I'm a hot mess right now, but we're showing up. I say this all to say, no matter where you are in this moment, if whatever excuse you want to give not to do yoga, I almost didn't do it. I almost was just like, F this. But nah, we're here. So let's arrive. Come to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And just let it out. Breathe. Nice deep inhales. Nice deep exhales. And as you begin to deepen those inhales and exhales, you can ground your hands on your knees here on your inhale. We're just going to do some seated cat-cows. So on your inhale, you're going to look up, arch the back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine, let the head go. Inhale, look up, arch. Exhale, curve. And you can be a little bit more fluid with these movements. Maybe start to make some circles towards the right, circles towards the left. Maybe adding some head and neck, shoulders. Just breathe and feel into the body in this very moment. Good. We'll meet back in center. On your inhale, you reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, go pulse the arms, open up the chest, open up the heart, let the head go. Inhale. Exhale. Good, last one, inhale. Exhale. Good. From here, you just gently interlace the fingers behind your back, and you can keep your hands at your lower back here, or perhaps you fold over the legs like so, and your hands can stay at your lower back, or you can pull them away from you, getting right into the shoulders. And keep those deep breaths. What these deep breaths allow us to do is to create space in our body, to deepen each posture, to arrive, to let gravity do the work. Good. On your exhale, slowly come up, shake it out, let it go. And we're going to come right onto our hands and knees at a tabletop. And we'll get into those cat-cows now, not seated. So hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip distance. Good. On your inhale, look up, arch. Exhale, curve. Nice and easy. Again, moving side to side if that feels good, being fluid, adding some hip circles. Maybe coming into a lazy up dog. Ooh, lazy child's pose. Nice and easy. So we're talking about this concept of depth, right? Getting deep into the postures. That's the theme of today's class. And I was talking about this in the meditation I recorded. Keep going, keep breathing, keep flowing. Every year I set an intention for my birthday, and it's coming up, and I sat with it. I'm like, what do I want to call in? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And I've been leaning into this concept of depth. Not width, but depth. So how deep can I go? How deep can I become this next version of self, this woman I want to embody in my actions, in my thoughts, in my writing, and my just how I show up in the world, and really going deep and being meaningful and creating and being someone that's sustainable and will last long. And I'm kind of just rambling here right now, but I share all this to say, let's really think about this concept of depth in the world of AI, of the internet, of just shallow noise. Let's go deep. Yeah? Okay, let's get into it. From here, I realized too, I'm gonna turn this way. I mean, either way, I guess it doesn't really matter. Back to tabletop, neutral spine. Extending both legs long, we're in a high plank. Good morning, core. Good. Whew. Tucking the tailbone in. Beautiful. And then from this high plank, we're in our down dog. So I want you to heel toe it out. Kind of gauge the alignment here. I'm going to just take this hat off now. Good. On your inhale, we'll roll through to a high plank. Exhale, down dog. 2 more just like this. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. From this down dog, you'll just gently walk your feet to meet your hands. Feet are hip distance apart. That's about 2/5, maybe a little bit wider than that. Grabbing onto your elbows, we're in a rag doll and just shaking our torso left and right, releasing the head and neck, letting gravity let us go deep here. So this is just about you're releasing that lower back, but also the hamstrings. On each inhale, exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Good. Stay where you are. From here, you're going to release your elbows now. Your left hand's going to come in front of your left foot. You'll bend into your left knee. You can widen your stance if you need. And you'll straighten out your right leg and right arm. We're in a simple twist here. Hello, right IT band. Good. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Perhaps taking a half bind here. We're going deep today. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Right hand lands in front of the right foot. Bending into this right knee as you straighten out the left leg. Twisting from your belly button here. Opening up the shoulders. Left arm reaches up. And perhaps you take a half bind here. If this isn't accessible for you, if you have like a block, you can even grab a water bottle. Make your feet as wide as you need. There's always options, but as I always say, do not force it. Don't force that hard yoga pose. Don't force that relationship. Just don't force it. We're just flowing this morning. Good. Exhale, slowly release. Forward fold. Beautiful. And vertebrae by vertebrae, we'll roll up with our head being the last thing that comes up to stand. Beautiful. From here, your feet are about hip distance, a little wider. You're going to come even wider. Kind of just gauge where you're at. Your toes are going to face outwards like slow. And we're going to come into Malasana, Yogi squat. So I want you to envision yourself, there's a wall behind you. And you'll gently tuck your tailbone in and slide down that wall. This could be your edge, and that's perfect. If it's available, you can come down a little lower. How low can you go? Again, do not force it. We're going deep today. Find your edge and breathe there. If it's available, you can come all the way down using your elbows as brackets. Nice long spine. I don't want you hunching over. And breathe. Wherever you are, grounding through your feet on your inhale, we'll rise up. Exhale, we'll slowly come back down. Wherever you were on the first one, we'll arrive there. When was the last time you took the time to really stretch it out? I feel like I go to so many of these vinyasa power flows and we go so fast. It's nice to go a bit slower. Good. Inhale, root to rise. Woo! These knees aren't what they used to be. Good. Last one on your exhale. Come all the way down. Take your time and breathe here. If you're all the way in full malasana here. Oh, another important thing. If you are all the way down, keep your feet nice and rooted here. I'm not doing the most. Stay rooted. Good. And if it's available, we can twist and stretch it out. Extending your right arm long, left arm up, both arms long, but you see what I'm doing? And if a bind is available. If you're in your squat, just breathe. I promise we won't be there forever. But if you feel any sharp pains in your knee, don't do it. If it's just, this is uncomfortable, breathe through that. But if you feel any sharp pain in the knee, I've had too many knee surgeries to count. Left arm extends long to the earth, right arm reaches up if you're with me. My legs are on fire, y'all. Woo! I'm not even going to pretend like I'm... Slowly get up. Ooh. Nice and easy. Shake it out. Beautiful. We're going to come to the top of the mat. On your inhale, palms press, reach overhead. We're going to take a nice slow vinyasa down to the earth. Exhale, fold over the legs. Forward fold. That should feel nice and juicy. On your inhale, halfway lift. Nice long spine. Exhale, step it back. We're in a high plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring the knees down, point the toes, and lower down slow. Beautiful. On your inhale, we're in a baby cobra. Or perhaps you come up to an up dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, child's pose. Just let the energy settle here for a moment. Connecting back with your breath, breathing in and out through the nose. And we'll slowly roll our torsos up, coming into a comfortable seat. We'll bring our toes and heels together to touch. The closer your feet are to your groin, the deeper the stretch is going to be. So if you need a little bit relief, just bring the feet further away from your groin. Find that sweet spot, cupping your fingers around your toes, and we'll just gently flutter the hips. I had a long flight from Australia to Palm Springs to LA, and then we drove out here to Palm Springs in the car. So my body's been craving these deep hip openers, shoulder openers we did a bit earlier. Good. You'll stop fluttering here. On your inhale, you're going to look up towards the sky. Exhale, you'll fold over the legs, using your elbows as brackets here, and letting gravity let you fold over like so. And just breathe. You'll gently roll yourself up. And you'll come to extend your legs long. Shake it out. Ooh. Good. Your fingertips are going to face your feet as they come behind your bum. And you have two options here. You can bend the knees. On your inhale, we'll come into reverse tabletop. Option one. Well, I'll just do option one first together. Good. Engaging the core and glutes. Feet are rooted. Weight is in the heels. Beautiful. Exhale, slowly come down. And you'll do one more just like that. Or if you want to do reverse plank, you can extend the legs long on your inhale. Same thing. Shift the hips up. The goal if you're in this reverse plank is to ultimately get your toes to touch the earth. I'm not there yet, but we're working towards it. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, slowly come down. If your knees are bent, you'll straighten them. Inhale, reach both arms up. Nice long spine, nice flat back. On your exhale, keeping a flat back for as long as possible. Reach, 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 and then land. If your hands are on your shins, that's cool. Your ankles, cool. Big toes, cool. Again, wherever you are, we're nice and long, nice and deep. Lovely. Gently we'll roll ourselves up. I like to scooch my feet towards the edge of the mat. My arms become parallel with my legs. And we'll gently roll ourselves down to lay on our backs. Bringing your knees into your chest. Just massaging that lower back here. And I'm going to allow you to take these last 90 seconds or so to close class however feels best for you, whatever your body craves. If you want to do a a spinal twist, letting the arms fall out long, both knees fall towards the right and then towards the left. You can do a supine twist, happy baby, shoulder stands, legs to the sky. Take this time just for you to go deep. Whatever feels the most complete to close your practice. And eventually you'll meet me in Savasana. And then again there you have options. Your toes and heels can touch. I'm being called to come here in this moment. But wherever you are, whatever shape you're creating with your body, breathe into the space you're creating. If you're already in Shavasana or you're just making your way there, stay for as long as you need. I'm going to gently come to a seat to close, but you stay wherever you are. Both the light and darkness within me sees and honors both the light and darkness within each of you. Namaste. I'll see you guys next time.